Hi, I'm Niamh Kavanagh.
And I'm Gearoid Farrelly.
And you're listening to Agony Rants.
Welcome, listener, on this glorious Monday morning.
It is very, very early and fabulous, isn't it?
It is. And you can hear by the sound of my voice that the reason I'm so happy is that I'm not having a Monday morning. This is the day before I go on holidays.
Yeah.
We're recording this on Thursday. I'm going on holidays on Friday.
You are.
I'm very excited.
It is very exciting for me to look at you so chipper.
I know. I'm that level of upbeat that I think is annoying.
I know. And the last time, you literally yawned through my whole time.
I know.
Of course, you're only back from Edinburgh, to be
I was
fair.
just back from Edinburgh. So
I was feeling a little self-conscious after a while, went home and questioned my choices in life.
I like to make you work harder, Niamh. I do think like an obvious yawn in the middle of a podcast. It's a very clear message as far as I'm concerned.
It is a clear message. But I do want to bring up a little thing that happened, right? Just a little thing. It's kind of a follow-on, technically, which is, remember we talked the last day about how, Donald Skehan had a chicken, a hen that he named after me. The dead hen that, got ate by the fox.
I forgot about this. I meant to text you. I called the episode Who Killed Niamh Kavanagh.
Well, I read that and I thought, I can't remember talking about when I died.
Yeah, it was Niamh Kavanagh. Because Niamh Kavanagh is Donald Skehan's hen that died.
Yeah.
Because he had a hen called after all of the Eurovision winners.
He did it at Insta, not all of them, only special ones like me and Linda.
Oh, right. Okay, Linda Martin and Niamh Kavanagh.
Johnny didn't get one.
Oh.
I know, but to be fair, they were red hens. So there was,
Johnny the hen. No, he'd have to call a cock after Johnny. That sounded a lot more harsh than I meant, but that is the name for a male hen, isn't it? I don't think I've said it. There was no intent behind any of that.
I know, and I don't even know why it's funny, but it just is.
You know exactly why it's funny, Niamh.
Can you imagine?
Oh, it's those tight trousers, Niamh. Do you know what? When we were in Amsterdam, he said that he gets those tight trousers because it's hard to buy trousers that tight.
Okay.
So he buys them in sex shops. He told me that in the lift. You know what the weirdest thing about that was? I didn't ask.
He volunteered it up. You weren't even talking about it. Yeah. Were you even talking about the trousers? Was he just drawing attention to them?
You're right. Maybe I did say.
I think, in fairness,
I think I probably said your trousers are great.
Oh, okay.
And they were great.
Okay. Oh, no, they are. Always. Yeah. Always. I have to say, Johnny never looks anything less than the star.
He looks like Bon Jovi.
He does. He's amazing.
He looks better than Bon Jovi.
I love that about him. I absolutely love it. I mean, mostly I look like a dog walker, but he absolutely...
Just don't wear a fleece to your sound check, Niamh.
That's a terrible...
It's not very diva.
Isn't that a terrible thing to say? It's like dog walkers are not glamorous, because they are, but you know what I'm saying when I'm saying that. I'm not. Yeah. It's not that, that I'm doing stuff that involves dirty work.
Here's the thing. Pets don't make you feel glamorous.
Do they not?
No.
Okay.
Nothing about... Now, I know we want to talk about this, but I had a Temu order arrive yesterday. And every so often, like, I do my Temu ordering when I'm trying to relax myself. Like when I'm in bed, or maybe I've had a drink.
I would argue.
Or maybe I've had 5 drinks.
I would argue that if you're having a drink, you're already relaxing.
I know, but then I'm just like, you know what? I feel great. I'm going to buy myself a little present.
Okay.
When I was in Edinburgh, I bought myself a cat apron.
I saw.
Yeah.
I saw.
That you put your cat into.
I was going to bring this up with you. I said, next time I see that boy, I have to have a little word with him. What is that apron about?
It's basically...
It wasn't originally a cat apron.
It was.
No.
That's what it's for.
No. They had that design for something totally different. That was for old women in the Alpines hanging up their thing. Maybe it's for... picking up pine cones, and they said, we have loads of these, what are we going to do with them? And then they said, I know. I'm telling you, they've definitely been repurposed from somewhere else, because it was the ugliest looking thing I ever saw. There wasn't even a picture of a cat on it.
Basically what it was it was this like velour
It was ugly.
Apron.
It was ugly.
With a big pouch in the front. And you're right. Like they said it was a cat apron, but it was probably designed for some other use. I don't know. Maybe you might get an ad on Instagram now that'll be like, is your colostomy too heavy? Get yourself a colostomy bag apron. But anyway, I bought one and I put my cat in it, right?
You did.
And what was interesting is normally when I do something like that to my cat, she absolutely savages me. Like she beats the head off me.
She did not know what to do with it.
She was just kind of startled and was like, she just gave me this look that was like, oh, clearly you're mentally unwell. So I got to be mindful of that as I just carefully extract myself from this
could
humiliating experience.
This is a new level of what the hell is wrong with you.
She was very like, I'm just going to step away.
Yeah.
Because this is somebody else's problem.
At least should be.
Yeah.
Well, it's so funny when I was watching it because I was looking at this clip and I was going, what on earth happened here? You know, this is what happens when I leave you unattended in Edinburgh.
Yeah. But I have to say though, I love it when a Temu order arrives. I'll tell you why, right? Because it's always in a big swollen bag. Right? And there's nothing I like more, Niamh.
Oh my God, you must have run yourself this morning.
No, it's always like, because here's the thing. Because everything on Temu is so cheap. Right?
Right.
So, but you have to order, like the minimum order is €25. So you're just like,
Oh, you random order stuff. Oh, it's so true. It's so true.
I will buy those magnetic earrings. Yes, I will buy, like, like I bought boxes for, like, everything I have is in boxes.
I know.
Every tech thing is in like a little zip pouch.
Okay.
Like even my in-ears for the show, they're in these little zip pouches. But I bought them all on Temu. And everything's in a zip pouch. But the problem is, I just have boxes and drawers full of zip pouches and I can't find anything.
Oh no, but that's like recently I bought all those handy little trays for your fridge storage.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I have loads of them. And I have to tell you, they are in no way helping me because first of all, the cans have got longer. Did you get one of those cans?
I did get one of those.
I now have to buy specific cans.
Yeah, the cans have got longer. And the other thing is, right, I bought one of them and it holds like 16 cans of Coke. When do you have 16 cans of Coke? And I didn't have enough room in the fridge, but I had this thing for like, if ever I bought 16 cans of Coke, I'd have this thing to put them in. But like, there's nothing more stackable than a can of Coke.
I know. You who makes his own kombucha.
Exactly.
Anyway, this whole conversation started right before we went down the Temu rabbit hole because other people have called their hens
after you.
After
Go on,
me.
tell me more.
Right. So obviously we talked about it the last time about Donna Skehan and it kind of came up as an incidental. It wasn't like our main conversation, right?
No.
And then suddenly I had a wonderful, joyous video in my inbox, right, on Instagram. You know those moments where
I went in
and I go, oh my God, somebody made. Oh, that's what that number is, right? You know me on Instagram, right? So I went in and I said, oh, look, somebody sent me a message. And it's not the usual, hello, beautiful. And in other words, I have no business with you. I don't know who you are. Okay, that one of those ones. So anyway, and it was from a lovely friend who we solved a problem for ages ago. When I say solved, we judged him on a problem. And the thing is, he has also called his hen Niamh. It's a red hen. And apparently it's still alive. I'm very invested now.
So,
I feel I need to have an egg from the hen.
I'll tell you what's surprising about this, right? Yes, it's surprising that the hen called Niamh Kavanagh.
Why is that surprising? This is 2 hens now.
Yeah, but
surely it should be less.
It's surprising. It's surprising. Like if I had a hen, I wouldn't immediately think to call it Niamh Kavanagh,
even though it was red.
Yeah, and secondly, why do so many people have hens? Like, I mean, we need to take a step back.
You have a foraging apron. You could collect your.
I could collect the eggs.
They'd be so protected.
Well, if that person would like to get in touch and they would like an egg apron
You don't want this apron. Do not get in touch.
I'm selling an egg
Please,
apron.
Tynan, do not get in touch, right?
Yeah. Well, look, I think that the people that make those aprons should be very thankful to us, because it could be a foraging apron, an egg apron.
It could be anything. It's an ugly apron. I'm not going to lie, it's ugly. If I was selling something...
very comfortable apron for your colostomy bag. The most comfortable colostomy bag you will ever use.
You have missed the idea of where a colostomy bag goes. Anyway, we'll say no more about that. Anyway.
I'm sure you can put a hole for the tube.
Oh my gosh.
But how long does the hen live?
Oh, not long enough, depending on how hungry you are.
See, that's the thing.
He's going to eat her eventually, I'm sure.
Are they going to eat this? Do people buy... Like, I just... The idea of eating your pet... I mean...
In the apocalypse.
Like, if you have... Like, cats... They are affectionate, but they are not necessarily...
Cats own you. You're their pet.
But like, if you have a pet for a while...
Okay.
I can't ever imagine just going, well, time to shoot you.
It's been nice. Like, now, you say that, right? But we also have conversations, haven't had to make a decision in two dogs' lives.
No, but that's
I didn't eat them afterwards, to be fair.
That's different, because I've very strong beliefs on this, and that is that pets give you their whole life, and then the only thing they ask is like, please don't make me suffer because you love me.
Yeah.
Like, that's... Yeah. I think that's fair enough. But I think if you have like animals that people commonly eat, and then you're just like one day, well, we've had you for 6 months, and...
I don't think that's the way it works, to be fair.
And I do adore you, but I also like pie.
Yeah. No, I don't think that's why they do that. Farmers don't do that, right? What they do is when you've come to the end of your useful life, and maybe then, but
but like, that just seems like every day I've got this cow that I milk every day. And it's quite an intimate thing to go in and squeeze somebody's tits.
Yeah, but they don't do it by hand anymore. That's not a thing. They have machines.
And every day it's like, how are you? I'm good, yeah. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for the milk, Daisy. Enjoy some nice grass. And then one day you're like, listen, Daisy, you shouldn't take this personally. But I'd love a stew. Bang.
I smell a show. Niamh and Gearoid go to the farm and learn about it.
No, I couldn't do it, Niamh. Do you remember Jamie Oliver? He slaughtered the cow.
No,
he did.
No, that's not a thing.
He did. He slaughtered the cow, and didn't he cut something's throat as well?
That sounds like a halal.
Was for veal.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it. No, and even if you go on a cookery course, I was going to go on a cookery course, right?
Mm-hmm.
To Ballymaloe, we'll teach you how to skin a rabbit, and I was like, out. I'm done. Yeah, like, if you go to make fairy cakes and all of a sudden you're cutting a rabbit's head off, that's a I just thought I was going to learn to make eclairs. Like,
you need to be very specific which course you book.
Yeah.
You can go to Ballymaloe and make eclairs without skinning rabbits.
Yeah.
They're very different courses.
Hope so. Niamh, we have reviews.
Oh my God.
Oh no, we've got a follow-up, Niamh.
Follow-up,
we did get a follow-up. If you have a follow-up, email us at agonyrants@gmail.com.
Because we are desperate to find out.
If we've solved your problem or ruined your life, get in touch. We like to hear the fallout. And
bear no responsibility for either.
That's what we should call them. Instead of follow-ups, we should call them fallout. We're by no means qualified. Everything you get, you deserve. Because you got in touch in the first place.
Yeah, and we're very clear about that. There's a disclaimer at every given moment.
Do you want to read the follow-up?
I'll read the follow-up. Hello, I wrote to you a while ago to tell you about my sister who is dating a 53-year-old man. Oh my God, I remember this one. She is 26 and financially secure as she has a very good job. We were all a bit shocked that she had taken up with someone twice her age, particularly given that he has 4 children. 2 of them not too much younger than my sister herself.
I do remember this, actually.
Okay.
I said I didn't, but I do.
Yeah, no.
Was he wealthy? Because that's something I missed in the first one.
I don't think money was an issue.
I think there was a bit of money there. But then I've just read that she's financially secure, so there's no reason for her to be with him. Anyway, go on.
Well, he might have a big charisma. Well, here is the update. He is about to have a 5th child with my sister.
Oh.
So he's going to have the 5th child she's obviously not involved in it. Anyway, my parents are up the walls, but my sister and her baby daddy seem delighted with themselves. Let's see how this goes. Thanks for the advice. Not sure we were prepared for this. Lisa, 2 kisses. Well,
I think we said to this person to butt out.
Yeah, it's very likely.
And given what's just happened, I think that was the wrong
No, I disagree.
advice.
I disagree. There's a lot of life choices involved in this situation here, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to say...
I guess, look, maybe what we're saying, Lisa, maybe you should have stepped in.
No,
That's on you.
No, that's what you're saying. I'm saying you're going to watch from afar and guffaw at how exhausted that man's going to be. Unless they have nannies, right? Because... it's one thing having children in your 20s or your 30s. When you get into your 40s and 50s, certainly 50s and into 60s, because remember, this man is going to have toddlers in his mid-50s, and that is exhausting. It'll be amazing in some ways, and I'm very happy for your sister because your sister's making her choices, and she's an adult. She's allowed to do that. But he is going to be exhausted. You're going to love it. He's going to look a wreck in about...
She'll be a widow by
6
60.
months. But might be.
Nothing wrong with that.
Or on her own, probably.
Do you know what that is? That's a second act. That's a second act.
Look, listen, I know your parents are probably losing it, but actually they should be overjoyed there's a child coming. Because it's coming anyway.
Yeah, look, yeah, exactly.
It's coming anyway.
So they might as well get on board.
Yeah.
But
he's going to be exhausted.
But you know what the other side of it is, right? If you are as young as she is, she's 26, she's financially secure and has a very good job. If you're that sorted that young, the chances are you're living your life and 10 years ahead of yourself anyway.
And she's ready.
Yeah, she's ready.
She's ready. And you know what? To be fair, that might have been part of the agreement with them because...
I've no sympathy.
No, I mean, that man doesn't know what is about to hit him.
Yeah. I've no sympathy. I just think that for somebody so sorted, she should have got a man with abs. They both seem happy, so... Yeah, let's see how it goes.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck to them. Niamh, we have reviews.
Okay.
We have reviews for stunning advice.
Stunning.
Great show is the title of this review.
Okay.
Great funny show to lighten up your day, and that's from Gearoid on Apple Podcasts USA.
Lovely.
Then we have one from Tassie Teacher.
Tassie Teacher?
Tassie Teacher on Apple Podcasts in Ireland.
Does anybody have a normal name on?
No, for some reason you don't put your real name there. Brightens up my Monday mornings. Love this podcast. Hilarious. Love the dynamic between Gearoid and Niamh. Also subscribe to the bonus episode Vintage Rants for an extra dose of hilarity. I hope my grammar and punctuation pass Gearoid's high standards. They do. Tassie Teacher.
Tassie. Amazing. They're pretty good reviews now.
They're pretty good. If you would like to leave us a review, and if you wouldn't like to leave us a review, they're the people that we need to talk to.
Okay.
What? Like, why do you hate us? What have we done? And like you listen, this is episode 145.
I know. We have put a lot of effort in not to get at least 5 stars.
And you just think, no, I just...
Or an opinion.
Also, we have 2 people. Like, we've got lots and lots of reviews, but we've one person that gave us a 1-star review. Now, look, I don't worry about that.
Why?
I don't worry. No, it wouldn't. That's probably just another comedian who's jealous. Or it's Linda Martin. I think it's her
Linda
podcast
loves
still
me.
going.
Linda loves me.
Of course. But it's somebody that's jealous. It's somebody that doesn't like us. I mean, I could probably name about 3 comedians that it could be. Actually, I could name 1.
Okay.
But anyway, it's not important. But it's the person, Niamh, the monster.
Okay.
Who gave us the 4-star review.
Okay.
4 stars.
Right.
So it's like, I love it. I'm a regular listener. I think it's very good, but
could do better.
It's 4 stars.
Is it a could do better?
No, I do not accept that. If you are listening, the person that gave us that 4-star review, this is your opportunity to go in and amend it to 5 stars. Because I'm not having that, Niamh. Not on our stellar account. No. 4 stars. I don't know who hurt you. But perpetuating the pain will not make it any better.
But some people will always be like, there could always be a little bit more. We know those people.
Yeah, but if they want to be happy,
discontented for the rest of their lives.
They will never know happiness.
I know.
They need to embrace joy and go back in and amend that review to 5 stars.
Okay.
And if you are listening and you haven't left us a lovely review, please do.
I'm sure they're very keen now after that rant.
5 stars. It's not that difficult. 5 stars. Love the show.
That's
Gearoid.
the exact wording we want.
You're clearly 32. Have you been in the gym? Yes, I have.
You do look
Yes,
fabulous.
Niamh, I'm back on tour.
Well, there's a shocker.
Yeah, I'm out again. So I'm starting on the 4th of October. I'll be in the venue in Rathoath.
Oh, it's nice there.
Yeah, I love it. I'm very excited. And then I'll be going to Newbridge, Dundalk, Howth, Wexford, Spiegel 10th on the 19th of October. And then I'm going to Listowel in Kerry.
Lovely.
I absolutely love that theatre.
So next night you're probably doing Westport, are you?
I've done that before. No, I'm in Westport on the 11th of November, or the 8th of November. Actually.
Oh, right, okay, good.
And I will be all around the country. Tickets at gearoidfarrelly.com or through the link in my Instagram bio. Some of the shows are selling out. I was nervous, Niamh. So while I was in Edinburgh, I didn't look at numbers for the tour because I was just like, I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it.
Do the job in front.
Do the job. Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I checked the numbers and a lot of dates are almost sold out.
Well, that's because you're amazing.
Very exciting. But there are some dates that I wonder why you hate me. Westport,
some venues,
Listowel.
Some venues are
What's
just
they doing?
slow starters. Come
Okay.
on.
But Westport and Listowel, I hope, I hope it picks up. That's all I'm saying. Also, I'm doing Drogheda Crescent Concert Hall. Now, I do love a bit of Drogheda.
As in Crescent Concert Hall?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever.
It's fab.
But where's the Crescent?
The Crescent, it's in Drogheda. As we discussed earlier, I just set the Google and go.
Yeah, okay. I'll check it out later. It's fine.
Do you have Google Maps? What am I? Anyway, if you'd love to come see one of my glorious shows.
And witness his rage up close.
Exactly. Yeah, gearoidfarrelly.com. Get your tickets now. We are pausing for a moment to remind you that Agony Rants is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network.
Excellent.
If you would like to support the show, you can do so by subscribing to Head Stuff Plus over on headstuffpodcast.com. And in return for your $5, you will get Vintage Rants, our bonus show, and you will get bonus content from all of the other shows on the Head Stuff Podcast Network. What a deal.
It's a great deal. Right?
You can support the show further by buying our goddamn tote bags.
We need to repurpose them. We need to repurpose them as cat carriers.
I know. Yeah. Exactly.
Just saying.
Exactly. And some of the bonus content you will get will also be from the show that we are cross-promoting this week, which is a very good show. Do you know what it is, Niamh?
No.
No, I've absolutely no idea. It's this one. Niamh, we have problems.
Oh, we really
we
do.
We
do the cat first, or we do because the cat would be so fun. Okay.
I love it.
So.
Do you want to read?
I just read the follow.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Dear Niamh and Gearoid.
Okay.
I'm so glad you're back.
Oh.
Being without you was too much. Now, chilled ahead, it was a month.
I know. And we didn't leave them unattended, to be fair.
We didn't leave, and we did get Vintage Rants, so suck it up.
I mean, in fairness, if this is a subscriber, they already had those, but that's not the point.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. That's fair.
Technically, we left them on their own, but we did give them new vintage.
Please don't ever leave us again. I first heard Gearoid on the Couple Therapy podcast. I loved that podcast.
How come I've not been invited for that? I
have no answer to that. It's Naomi Ekperigin and Andy Beckerman, who two are of my absolute favourite comedians, my absolute favourite podcasters.
To be fair, they probably don't know who the hell I am.
No, of course they do. They listen. They listen. And here's the thing. Naomi was in, like, she's a brilliant comedian, but I was watching Hacks. Do you watch Hacks?
No.
Oh, it's brilliant. It's so good.
I'm putting it on my list.
Season 3. Naomi Ekperigin makes an appearance at a roast. Yeah, she was brilliant. I love Naomi Ekperigin. Very, very funny comedian.
Excellent.
Okay, sorry. We were talking about couples therapy.
Yep.
Couples therapy podcast. And I knew we were destined to be together. I am so sorry that neither of you tour here in the US, as I would be first in line for tickets.
Oh.
I'm gonna marry an American and get a visa.
Okay.
I am a 27-year-old student and I am wrestling with something explosive from my past. Deep breath.
Explosive.
Deep breath.
Okay.
4 years ago, I was living with a slightly older woman. 35. While I was studying. It was an unconventional arrangement as she was a friend of my mother, and living with her saved on the expense of accommodation during my undergrad. Here is the rub. We had an affair. Now,
okay, that's quite a segue.
Can I just say, the unconventional bit was not that you were living with a friend of your mother. The unconventional bit was that you were living with your mother and your friend of your mother and then had an affair with her.
I don't know. I have a quick question on that, but I'll ask at the end. Go ahead.
We had an affair and it was wonderful and exciting, but ultimately ended. The register of language in this letter is...
Did it end? Okay. Did it end when she wasn't a student anymore and she didn't need to save money on the rent?
Rent is rent, Niamh.
I know.
Rent is rent.
I know.
During this affair, I became the mother to a beautiful snow white kitten whom we named Marilyn. Do you know, I'm actually over this letter already. I can't handle it.
Oh my gosh, so many layers.
When the affair ended, I took Marilyn with me and we agreed visitation for my ex-girlfriend, which...
What?
Which took place weekly at first and then became monthly. This might sound awkward. Yeah. Yes, it does. But she really loved Marilyn. And
oh my God.
And I knew...
Sorry.
But she really loved Marilyn. And I knew a lot... She really loved Marilyn. And I knew a lot of the devastation of our split was around losing Marilyn. This letter is...
I'm sorry, okay. These are our people. We know that.
However, 3 years later, these visitations are still taking place, and honestly, it is wearing me down. This letter's wearing me down. I would very much like to stop the visits. Even though they're only once a month. You've said! Is this woman drunk?
I'm sorry.
I feel like she is too much of a presence in my life, particularly on a Saturday morning. Love to know your thoughts.
Jen,
I think you need to go to the doctor, and I think you need to be on medication.
I'm sorry to laugh all the way through that, because the level of outrage coming off in wafts from Gearoid is so high. This is the highest outrage I've ever seen. Okay.
You broke up. She's your cat.
There's no visitation.
Let her get a cat. Tell her to get a cat.
I have a couple. Buy her a cat and send her home.
Give her a cat.
Give her a cat and send her home. There's lots of cats that need to be rehomed.
Maybe if you broke up with her and she's devastated, and I don't know, you don't talk. Do you talk with affection about Marilyn? Could you give her Marilyn?
Oh, here's a question: is she still friends with your mum?
That's a very good question.
Because you're still going to come across her, right? Now, to be fair, my friends meet my kids or are around my kids, you know, and very few of them, right? But they don't spend time with them.
No.
Right? So it must be, you know, it's a bit strange. But the other thing, how old is your mother? Because this friend is 35. I'm not saying you can't have younger friends, but that seems like it means basically that you were working this out based on what's happening here now.
She was 8 when you were born.
Yeah.
You're right, Jen. Everything about this is unconventional.
It is unconventional.
I think this is a very quick fix.
It is.
This is, you've broken up with somebody, but the problem is that you've allowed, is it 3 years? of visitation to your cat?
Listen, your cat is grown up now.
How does your cat feel about this?
Marilyn should know.
So, let's just unpack this for a second. The person you broke up with 3 years ago, is still coming around to your house on a Saturday morning once a month to sit on the floor and play with your cat.
Does anything else happen while she's there? I'm just wondering.
I don't think anybody, everybody in this situation needs to grow up.
Yes, definitely. Including us, because we're
I passing the street.
Yeah, but did they own a cat with you?
No.
Okay.
But
Okay,
this might help. Let's play semantics here.
Right, okay.
It's not her cat.
Okay, so here's a question. Who does Boots belong to?
Me.
Okay. So if you split up, would there be visitation?
I've thought about this.
Oh, really? Much? Before or after you decided to marry an American for the visa?
Every time he comes back from Tesco's and hasn't got everything I put on the list.
Or he's gone off list.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a different brand.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, instead of getting chicken, I got this.
Okay.
I got double cream. No, I don't know. You see, I think it is a funny one. I do think Boots is was my idea and my project, but that if we broke up, I couldn't take her off him. I think that would be horrible.
Well, I mean, you just have to continue living together forever.
Yeah, probably.
Until Boots decides to leave you.
Yeah, until he annoyed me enough that I threw her off the balcony. I couldn't cope without Boots. I love her so much.
Know,
it's embarrassing how much I love her.
No, it's not.
I think
Jen, you need to be
cop on,
brutal.
Man. Cop on. And you just need to say, listen.
It's done.
I'm well aware that you needed to see Marilyn.
No.
After we broke up. But it's now time that you get your own cat. I think you want a cat.
Okay.
Like, she's treating your home like it's a cat cafe.
Yeah, but also there might be a little hope in her that this relationship's going to reignite.
And I think that if that's the case when you break up with somebody, if the other person has hope and you see the hope, it is your responsibility as part of the breakup to murder that hope. It is.
No, it is.
It is. She
Actually,
has to be able to move on.
But maybe
she's only 35.
Maybe you can say, look, I really need to move on, and so do you. It's not you, it's me. Right? You could do that whole thing if you want to make it easier on her.
That's very good advice, Niamh.
Yeah, but the reality is...
Do you know what I like about that advice? It doesn't take into the account that these people are absolutely batshit crazy. It's very kind.
I'm trying to be kind. I'm trying to be kind here to this older woman who is not that much older, to be fair. It's not healthy. It's not healthy for either of you. It's not healthy for Marilyn. I'm sure Marilyn's confused about where her other mother's gone.
Marilyn is just lying there going, here.
What is this?
She's just trying to contend with two nutcases. Who let me be given to these people?
I actually quite like the idea of, presenting her with a kitten and say, there you go.
Yeah.
Have your own Marilyn. Good luck.
You see, there's kind of a, it's not sinister, but that's the word that's come to my head. There's kind of a sinister thing here that she's like, well, I want to be able to play with a cat once a month. I mean, I don't want to look after a cat, or I don't want to do a litter tray.
I think it's more about Jen.
Yeah, it could be.
I think it's much more about Jen. And you also have to kind of
Jen
figure out...
has exceptional taste.
Jen, she's a cat owner.
She's a cat owner and she likes us.
Well.
And she likes couples therapy.
And we love Jen. Right, so Jen, here's what I'm going to say to you. Nip that. It's done. It's done. I don't know how often you see her. Is she always around your ma? What kind of friend is she to your ma? That's the problem. Sorry, I've used the word ma twice to an American. They won't necessarily know.
I don't know.
It's a weird combination because your mother's involved in
Is she a friend or was she your mother's hairdresser? Do you know what I mean?
I don't.
I
think she would have said my mother's hairdresser, which would have made it even more funny.
Americans are very kind.
They are
very. They are very kind people.
Yeah,
they will say things like,
yeah, let your daughter live with me.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
I fancied her for ages,
but that wouldn't happen in Dublin.
I fancied her for ages. Well, she did pay rent.
Yeah, she did. She's still paying it.
Yeah, you're done. You're done. Move on, Jen.
You're right. Move on, Jen.
We all agree.
You
you're
deserve
done.
better.
Marlon won't be upset.
Absolutely not. Not as upset as I am. We have another problem, Niamh.
Oh, we do.
Okay,
I'm going to read this one.
You read this one.
I'm going to read this one. It's a long one.
I included the subject in this one. Also, can we just say, the show was put together.
Yeah.
And this came in yesterday evening.
Yeah.
This one. But it was bumped to the front of the queue. Why, Niamh?
Because it came in on the email.
The email address.
Yeah.
So, agonyrants@gmail.com if you have a problem and you want to get it to the front.
Very clear. Gearoid is sick of having to do the admin all the time.
Sick of copying and pasting. So, agonyrants@gmail.com. Send them through and we'll put them to the front of the queue.
Always.
So, Niamh, in your dulcet tones, please.
Okay. And the subject is, I'm an ant, get me out of here. Aww. Okay. Dear Gearoid and Niamh, do not use my real name under any circumstances. Gearoid, I'm looking at you.
I don't know what you mean.
You can just call me Fionnuala for funsies.
Okay, Fionnuala for funsies. Yeah.
Okay. That's your title forever now, Fionnuala for funsies. It all began in 4th year when I was 16 and I met my now partner. We've been together for 12 years and love each other more than anything. That always worries me when they start off that. What?
Oh my God.
Well, that happened.
That's my brother and his wife, his now wife.
Happened to her. What do you mean it happened?
Well, I wouldn't say it's an ideal way to live your life, Niamh.
What? To fall in love at 16?
Well, you need, when you're 27, you need to be talked off a ledge.
Because nobody wants you.
Very character building, Niamh.
It didn't have to be at 27, it was 30 for me.
Been talked off the top of the Isla car park because somebody whose surname you don't know hasn't texted you back.
We're very giddy today, very giddy today. Oh my God. So we've had our ups and downs, but have always found our way. Well, that's wonderful. We both work crazy hours, and to add it to it all, I'm doing a master's on the weekends.
Oh,
wow.
This is a high achiever.
By the time the weekend comes along, I'm wrecked as he. Sorry, I'm wrecked as is he. Now, like the rest of us in our 20s, we are saving to buy and living with his mum, who I adore.
Well, that's a sentence I've never heard before.
Normally, who's a complete nightmare. Where is the problem? Where is the problem?
This is a high achiever, like.
Okay, so this is all couples goals, life goals, everything.
This is like an Instagram model person.
She's like a best friend to me, and we live together in harmony.
Do you know where this is going to go? The next paragraph will be, so I've killed them.
But lately I've been having murderous tendencies. No. And I just need to know how to manage them. Anyway, now, this is where the harmony becomes no more. His mum loves having her grandson over, my partner's brother's child, who I love like one of my own. Now he's over every day before and after school to say hello, and he stays at least one night a week for a sleepover with Nana. Sometimes it's 2 nights or even 3 nights per week. So what's my issue?
I think it's real clear what your issue is.
I'll tell you, we're already ahead of you, I think, here. When he comes over for a sleepover with Nana, it's actually a sleepover with his aunt and uncle, aka myself and my partner. Why, you ask? His lovely mum, who I adore, does genuinely, there's a lot of adoring, does genuinely think we want to spend our weekends babysitting. She enjoys it, but we do not.
No.
Being young and fun, he is drawn to us, so wants to spend every waking moment with him. Whilst adorable, it means that every other weekend we are babysitting him from 5 p.m. Friday after work to Monday morning. When we're back at work, it's exhausting. We never get asked, just told he's having a sleepover, meaning our weekend is essentially gone. For example, I went out with friends on Saturday and was asked to mind him when I returned home, so spent the rest of the night building Lego and watching Bluey in our bed with him cuddled next to me.
What's Bluey?
Bluey. Bluey wasn't cuddled next to her. Bluey is an Australian cartoon. I know this because I have a niece who's a year old, right? Okay.
I thought.
Oh my God, you have to.
I thought that was porn.
No.
Do you mind? I'm trying to watch porn. My God, I can't even watch porn. Keep your leg. Put your leg on your side of the bed. Oh God.
Anyway, that's not even the problem. This is cute, but no. I wanted to come home and spend time with my partner. How do I tell my mother-in-law I feel this way? My partner has tried, but loses his cool and ruins it on himself. We are paying rent and contributing, but I do feel like I don't have a leg to stand on, as it is her house. Help, please. I miss my weekends. Oh, Fionnuala for funsies. There's not a lot of funsies going on there.
No, there's not a lot of funsies going on, and I would say
there's so many things wrong.
You have one opportunity to address this. You can sit down and you can have one conversation about this. And if that conversation doesn't work, you have to move out.
Yeah.
Because it's a weird one, right? Because it's one of those things, it's one of those problems that you are essentially going against everybody in your family. That's the sad thing. Now, the one thing I will say is that the people who own that little brat are taking the piss.
For two reasons. There's no boundaries.
Who's
Who's playing Lego with their child all night in their bed? That's not a thing.
Yeah, and also our kid every weekend goes down to his granny.
Oh, no, because they love it. No.
No, they don't.
But Granny's not loving it because Granny's not actually minding the child.
Granny loves it for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think this is what you do, right? And your husband has to keep really calm in this, right? Now, your masters, because you're such a high achiever, that could be your
answer.
Your answer. Because you can say, listen, I have to study. I have to get this work done.
Happening.
I cannot mind this children from Friday to Monday. It's just unrealistic. It's too much. I would love to have children myself. The reason we don't have children is because I want to get this master's done. Now, that doesn't have to be true. That can just be a lie. But you have to, and I don't care if you to tell a million untruths and bald-faced lies here, but you have to say, look, and the other thing you can say to the mother is like, I'm so sorry. I just can't do it.
Yeah, but here's the other thing. She says, his lovely mum, who I adore. There's a lot of adoration going on here.
She does seem like a cow now.
I'm going to tell you, his lovely mum has issues, right? They all have issues. If they're letting go of their child after school, before school, every weekend, what the hell is going on here?
That's too much. But the thing about it is, and here's the thing, and this is, I guess, where you're struggling, right? Is because she sounds like a very pragmatic person that gets stuff done. You know, like she's a high achiever, this person.
Yeah,
and she's looking around at all of these people who are all basically complicit with each other in the absolute insanity of this situation. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, if you have a child, you do not get to offload that child every single weekend. You just don't.
But you also don't want to. As a parent, right?
No, that doesn't tell you what I know about kids.
No. Listen, let me tell you something. I had to use sitters for my work.
Yeah.
Right? And in different
because
times.
They stopped you handcuffing them to the railings.
That's exactly right. There would have been social services otherwise, right? Because obviously at night time in particular.
In your cabinet, there was a toddler handcuffed to the railings of the theatre. It's very strange.
You know the way Twink used to bring our dogs? I used to bring the children. No. Here's the thing. You have to kind of think about what's happening here. And the truth is, maybe there's a little resentment because you're getting rent free. Right? You may be paying rent, but there's a little resentment. And so they're going, well, they can have our children then. Right? And don't underestimate that a little bit.
Pathetic.
Right? And then here's another thing I'm going to say to you. This is not right that you are doing this. You are living your life, making your choices. Now, if you're saving up, a future babysitting situation when you have your 400 children and then put them on her every weekend, that might be worthwhile. But I'm going to tell you now that there are two ways you can deal with. One, a very frank conversation, or two, you can go away for a couple of weeks and leave everybody to deal with the fallout of that.
That's a great idea.
Because what's going to happen is they're going to know exactly what it is you do. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. So what to do is plan a weekend away and do not tell anybody that you're going away.
It's very passive aggressive. Granny will be a wreck. Parents will be wrecked, but you will have made your point without actually having to say.
Because you are perfectly entitled to do that. And I'll tell you the other thing. Now, I know I said about the masters, like that's a good excuse and it's a good talking point to say, look, I really need time away from this child.
You shouldn't need an excuse in this situation.
You shouldn't need an excuse because if you are living in a place and paying rent, the rent you were asked for, you are perfectly entitled to come home from work on Friday and stay in bed till Monday morning.
Oh my God.
It's your home.
It doesn't
You're paying
matter.
to live there. It doesn't, whatever you do, you are perfectly entitled to do it. It's nobody's business but your own. But that is a brilliant idea. And I would say do it more than once. Now, I know you might have to go and stay with friends or you might have to spend money on a hotel. But
Buy a tent.
To be honest with you, I do think you need it.
Buy a tent.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. I know that might take a little bit out of your budget to do it, but it is a very, very graphic way to discover, for them to discover what's actually happening here. And Granny will not be encouraging it.
I do think, right, and I know this sounds mean, but when you have problems, when you have kids, they're your problem.
Yeah.
Like, they're not.
No. And the other thing is, you're making a mistake here by letting this child play Lego in your bed. That child should be asleep.
Yeah, Calpol it.
You don't need to be involved in that. The thing is...
6 tablespoons of Calpol.
Yeah.
Shove it down his throat. When they come home to that kid, you want that kid like...
full of sugar.
The last days of Michael Jackson.
Full of sugar.
Passed out on the couch.
No. Before they come home, before they collect that child,
give it a can of Red Bull
or some such thing. No,
I remember once...
What did you do?
One of my friends used to teach in a school in Drumcondra.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember there was like there was a Red Bull stand at the end of the road, giving all of the kids free cans of Red Bull. No! I will never, and I remember texting him going, "Have a great day."
Oh my God. Vanilla, all I'm going to say to you now is, you need to take this absolutely by the horns. You can adore your nieces, nephews, whatever. You can adore your mother-in-law, you can adore your sister-in-law. It's all lovely, but your life choices have to be separate to that. You've made your choices. Yes, you're living at home. That might involve a little bit of, because you're getting probably a lower rent and all that. However, that doesn't mean they can take advantage. And what's happening here is they're taking advantage.
They're taking advantage. And I'll tell you something else.
What are they doing?
Nobody's going to make this easy for you.
No.
Because everybody in this situation is a saint. Because
are they though?
No, but they're absolutely not. But they all consider it, because it's like, oh, we have our child, but we let our child go to his granny's spend all this time.
No.
Aren't we great?
No.
And then the granny is like, oh, I'm such a great grandmother. I have the child all weekend.
Yeah.
Aren't I wonderful? But no. What's happening is you're getting the flack of all of this. They are treating you like an absolute patsy.
Yeah.
Is that the
Stop
word?
adoring.
Yeah, stop adoring. And just say, is that little shit in this house again? Go up to your own parents.
You may have to be thinking now, planning your escape out.
Yeah.
You know, it might involve maybe delaying a little bit before you can buy again, but realistically,
you can't stay there.
If you can't deal with it by going on a couple of holidays and for them to actually realise what's going on, then you might need to be planning your escape to find somewhere else to live.
It's disgusting. Like, I'm so annoyed at these people.
Yeah, I am a little bit annoyed with them. I'm going to say that because they're taking advantage.
They're totally taking advantage.
Yeah.
And also, that mother you live with,
yeah,
she's not the saint you think she is.
No.
What's happened here is, and it's probably happened because you're polite.
Because you're a good girl.
Yeah.
And also you're a doer. And the other thing that's probably happened is you've probably taken responsibility more than you need to be doing.
Do you know, you could be a little bit passive aggressive about this. What you could do is, in explaining the situation about you needing to study, and it's not about studying, but just saying, look, I'm doing a master's, I need study time at the weekend. Now, I know that the routine is that he comes to us every single weekend for the full weekend. Because nobody's going to want to hear that.
No, because
but that is true.
You're calling them.
And you can have this same conversation with them and just say, look, I know, you can say then to the mother, I know, you know, the grandson comes here every weekend to visit you, but we end up looking after him. And I know that happens, and I accept that happens.
And I love him.
I love him.
However,
I just need time. I need study time. I'm very busy. I'm very stressed out. And even if you have to spend the whole bloody weekend upstairs watching telly with your earphones, just let her think you're studying. Just let her know that you also have lives to live.
Yeah. So you separate yourself. You're essentially going away, but still in the same space.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is you get drawn in. It's really difficult.
I hate that woman.
I know. It's really, put it this way. What you're about to do will set the norm for you for the rest of your life.
Exactly. So you need to do it. And you cannot be the person that like splits a family up either.
No.
But the other thing you can do is go and just say, listen.
Enough.
I don't think this is working.
It's not good for me.
And we're going to move out. I don't think they'll let you move out. But you can say, we need our weekends. We can't have them here. We can't.
We work all week. We're doing masters. We're doing things. We're working very hard. And we're trying to get our own space, but actually...
And we do not want to be the people to tell you that you can't see your grants over the whole weekend. It's just not fair. So you know what? We're just going to go.
We're going to move out.
We're going to move out.
Yeah. And the only problem with that is you're going to have to be prepared that she might say, okay.
Yeah. And if that's the case, arrange work from home or something and go to the Midlands where the rent is cheaper.
Yeah.
I know, I hate saying this, but like these people, they have really sold you a pup.
Well, basically you have a child.
Yeah.
Before you've ever had one.
And I know you probably love the kid and it's great, but not for the whole weekend and not every weekend.
The really important thing here, Fionnuala, is you now also have to put in some boundaries with that child. Because even when you're minding them, up all night playing Lego is not a thing.
Yeah, slap it right across the face.
No, don't do that. Right. However, metaphorically do that, right? In other words, you have to put in boundaries because the fun auntie is fine once in a while. But if you are seriously going to continue looking after this child, you have to be almost mammy in your mind and go, this is not good for them and it's not good for you.
Niamh, it's been wonderful to chat to you.
It's
been such a trip.
It's been a trip.
It's been
great
so
problems today.
They're great problems today.
Great problems.
Thank you, Fionnuala. I really hope you get that sorted.
Yeah.
Jen,
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Fionnuala, look, this
we're
is the
on
challenge.
Your side.
Oh my God, we're totally
100% on your side.
This is the challenge, Fionnuala. But you know what? You are somebody that can rise to a challenge.
You are.
Yeah. Oh God.
I'm always sad when we're finishing.
I'm always sad when there's a problem like this because the idea of Fionnuala having to go and have these conversations just makes my stomach flip.
Yeah, but actually, you have to flip it in your head.
Do you know what
because
to do?
Actually,
have a little gin and tonic beforehand.
Yeah, darling.
Actually, maybe the more gin and tonics you have, the better.
And then you can just
maybe if they see you rolling around the kitchen floor, they'll be less likely to leave a child with you.
That's an option we never discussed. Get roaring drunk regularly, and then they go, we can't leave this child with an alcoholic. I don't know. I would argue.
We'd love to take the child, but Fionnuala's after driving the car through the porch.
She's about to drink problem.
She's been arraigned.
Yeah.
We will chat to you next week. There'll be a vintage rant out either last week or next week. Mm-hmm. It is, as usual, always a surprise.
I know. It's like Schrodinger's vintage.
Exactly. Exactly. Schrodinger's vintage. And we will chat to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with Head Stuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.